Hello everyone, it's Steve with Aptera Owners Club. A few days ago, Aptera put out this survey or questionnaire, which I think is partly marketing and partly consumer research. So I figured I'll fill it out. We should all fill it out because if it's marketing research, I think it's good to always help them out to understand what we're interested in so that they build a product that's better for us or market it towards people that are more interested in it. Okay, so this title is Aptera the right vehicle for your lifestyle? And I'll put a link to this page below, and you guys can go up look at it. And here's the quiz. It's a pretty short quiz. I think a couple of 7 or 8 questions. I think. What is your primary motivation for owning a vehicle? Commuting to work, long distance travel, reducing environmental impact, a mix of the above. So I'm gonna pick a mix of the above. Like I will probably use it for commuting to work, although I only use a vehicle to go to work maybe once or twice a month. And once in a while I want to do long distance travel. Mainly, I want to get the Aptera to do kind of fun things on the weekends. I like to go running in the mountains or cycling, and it's perfect for just putting your bike in the back and heading off someplace to go cycling or to go to a trailhead to go hiking or something like that, or go camping. And then, for me, and I think for a lot of us, reducing the environmental impact of whatever we do is kind of a goal. But it probably isn't true for everyone. All right. How important is vehicle efficiency? I mean, for me, it's really important. This is one of the things that I really like about the Aptera, and what attracted me to the Aptera is its singular focus on efficiency. And I think it's something that is not thought about very much by other manufacturers. They care more about style and comfort and what kind of gadgets you have and luxury and that kind of stuff. Those are all of secondary or tertiary importance to me. The most important thing for me is what is the most efficient thing. And not only in vehicles, I just like everything in my life to be as efficient as possible. And so efficiency is kind of like one of my, I guess, pet peeves or core values. And so this is extremely important to me. How do you feel about solar power? I mean, it's irrelevant to me. I'm not interested, but it's not a priority. I see its potential. I want to explore it. I'm a strong advocate for solar energy. This is kind of a weird question because I think there's being an advocate for solar energy is kind of different than being an advocate for solar on a vehicle. Um, I think solar energy is great. Solar energy on a vehicle could be in some cases a little gimmicky and a little bit marketing. Of course, Aptera, because it's so efficient, solar energy does make a little more sense for it. But Aptera, I think, would be a very compelling vehicle without the solar panels, just because of its lightweight and its aerodynamics and the efficient drivetrain. The solar is not necessary for me to make it a compelling vehicle. It's nice to have, and I happen to live in Southern California where there's a lot of solar availability, a lot of solar radiation. But if Aptera had no solar panels, I would still be interested in buying it. So for me, it's not a huge selling point. What is your preferred vehicle size? Compact, mid-size, full-size. It depends on the situation. I mean, I prefer the smallest vehicle to do the thing that I want it to do. And so in most cases, it's going to be compact, but every once in a while you need a big car. So I think it depends on the situation. If you want to take 7 people or 8 people someplace, you're going to need a minivan. Or if you're going to take 12 people someplace, you're going to need a full-size van. If you're going to, go get a ton of compost, you're going to need a truck. But if you're needing to take just one person to work, I would just get the smallest car possible for that. What is your attitude towards cutting edge technology? Judging from the people on our Discord channel and the people in the comments, it seems like a lot of the people are kind of techie people or engineering people. So I think it's something Aptera kind of is something that attracts that kind of people. So I'm going to say I love tech innovations. I don't want the latest and greatest, usually because it's those things cost a lot, and I am not interested in overpaying for the latest and greatest. but I do like technology. All right. Do you have access to electric chargers at your work, residence, or public stations? Yes. I have a charger at home, and in Southern California, there is chargers at work and public stations all over the place. Okay. How many miles do you drive per day? Those of you who have been watching my channel for a while know that I do not drive. I ride a bicycle to work every day, and I drive maybe once or twice a month when I have to go a little farther than my usual workplace. So once or twice a month, I go to a separate work site that's about 20 miles away, and that's a little bit far to bike. My usual commute is about 9 to 10 miles one way, so 20 miles round trip, and that's easily doable on a bicycle. And so that's, I think, the most efficient way to get to work. I think everyone who can should bicycle to work. It's like good for the environment. It's good for your health. It's good for community building. It makes traffic better for everyone. It makes gas prices better for everyone. Gas prices are now close to $7 a gallon in California, and so I don't worry about gas prices because I don't drive very much. But also, if more people rode bikes, there'd be less demand for gas, and then gas prices would go down because of supply and demand. Okay, so how many miles do you drive per day? Like 0 usually per day. So that's definitely less than 40. Average local solar exposure, I think Southern California would be considered very high. I'm inland Southern California, so away from the coast, so there's no marine layer or anything. It's pretty high. How often do you drive with more than one person in your vehicle? I guess rarely, because I don't drive at all. And when I drive, most of the time when I do drive, it's on the weekends and it's with my family. And so when I am driving, it is usually more than one person in the car. And how important is low fuel cost to you? Somewhat important. I guess not important. I care, but it's not the most important thing. Okay, so I will submit that. And let me know in the comments below how you guys differ in your answers. So there's the Aptera quiz. So Aptera is perfect for you. You're passionate about reducing your carbon footprint and making every journey powerful. You've been waiting to escape the gas pump and charging station. Okay, and then this is the marketing part of the thing where they try to convince people that Aptera is better. So I think for most of us, we don't need any convincing. We just want them to build the car so that we can drive it. And so they're talking about their solar efficiency, their solar power. They're going to use comma AI for their autonomous driving and sustainability. This I thought was a little bit marketing speak, because they're saying we prioritize using eco-friendly materials like our body and carbon, which has an ultra low CO2 life cycle. Now, if you guys watched the video that I made about carbon fiber and how it's made, you know that carbon fiber is extremely energy intensive. It generates a lot of greenhouse gases and uses a ton of energy. In fact, it's about 14 times as energy intensive as producing steel. Now that's, I think, on a per pound basis. Obviously, you need a lot less carbon fiber for the same amount of structural integrity. So that cuts into the 14 times, but I don't think you need 14 times less carbon than steel. But carbon lasts longer, so you have, for each life cycle, that reduces that impact as much. And also carbon fiber can be recycled, and I think that's what they're saying, that it can be recycled. And but recycling is very energy intensive. Recycling carbon fiber is more energy intensive than recycling steel. So I think that there are advantages to carbon fiber in terms of fuel use and efficiency of the vehicle, and how long the body lasts. But in terms of carbon footprint and energy use, it's probably a wash, honestly, between carbon fiber and steel, if you kind of consider all the different factors. So I think it only becomes better if you think of fuel usage and efficiency of the vehicle during the lifespan of the vehicle. But if you think about just how much it costs to build in terms of energy use, and even taking into account the recycling capability, it's I think it's very similar. So I don't think that you could say that carbon fiber is more environmentally friendly than steel. That's kind of a uh, it's kind of a stretch to say that. And versatility, yes. So it's got a huge, the downside is yeah, it only fits two people. But if you don't have kids, or you're retired and your kids are older, which is kind of the situation I'm getting close to. My kids are older. You just need a single or two passenger vehicle, and there is a ton of storage space. You can sleep back there. You can camp. You can carry a ton of stuff. You can easily put a bicycle back there, which was the most important thing to me when I first started doing this. I said, if you can't fit a bicycle back there easily, that is a deal breaker for me. That is, then the car does not work for me. The vehicle doesn't work for me. But I've I've personally put a bike back there, and it's very easy to put a bike back there. You don't even have to take it apart. You can just put it back there. So it's very, very easy. And you can easily put two bicycles back there if you take off the front wheels, which is pretty easy to do on modern bikes, to take off the front wheels. And you can put two bikes back there. So two people, two bikes, perfect. Perfect car for that kind of stuff. All right. So go ahead and take the quiz if you guys haven't yet. I think it's good marketing research for them. I'm hoping they're gathering the data to do some consumer research for them, and we can help them out. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know in your comments below what you guys put down for those questions. Have a great day.